New Haven's police chief met with members of a community this evening that have seen a lot of violence in the last few months.
Folks who live in Newhallville say they're worried about crime in their neighborhood, but as News 8's Jamie Muro explains, both the chief and neighbors think the answer is communication.
How do you feel safe in your city? What would make you feel safe at night walking around the streets of New Haven? That question was posed to several people at a special meeting tonight with Police Chief Frank Lamone. They had some answers, but the core of it, they say, starts with them. There is simple solace on the street in Newhallville. The challenge, how do we keep it that way?
Let's stop complaining. Everybody's complaining. The police is not doing this. The community's not doing this. No, educate each other.
Finding a way to protect the peace is the point of these Meet the Chief meetings. It's why 83-year-old Theodora Glover took time on her birthday to attend.
This year seems like it has gotten worse, and I think that I have to just not talk about it. I have to be at meetings and talk with the children to let them know that the loving spirit is here for them.
It was here at St. Andrew's Episcopal Church in Newhallville that Theodora started a daycare 53 years ago, helping children. Now retired, she says that's what must be done now, helping these teenagers, these children, control their anger to find a better means to an end. Chief Lamone is looking for people like her to enhance community policing.
They're the first line of prevention, crime prevention, so I think it's critical to involve them in being a partner.
Until we ourselves talk with them, have a communication with them. Yes, we're fearful. We don't like coming out, but you know what? I find that if you stop and talk with the children, they do understand, and they need somebody.
With yet another shooting just 2 days ago, there's already uneasiness that the forecast for this summer will be grim. But folks here say they can change that by working with police, working with each other, and mentoring those that seem lost, who roam these quiet streets.
Their whole spirit is wrong. They are misdirected. They're fearful themselves.
Now, some community leaders feel that community policing really had dropped off under Lamone's predecessor. That would be Chief Lewis. Now, Lamone says community policing is something that's very important to him. Meanwhile, he says his department has been working very hard in different avenues of police work. One of those, he says, is getting guns off the street. In fact, he says this year they've taken 51 guns off the streets of New Haven. On the scene in New Haven, I'm Jamie Muro, News 8.